Welcome to the Rangers Roost. Looney says good morning as well. My name is Tennyson E. Stead. I'm the creator of Jump Rangers, and this is a Monday morning stream where I log on. I answer any questions people have. I talk about where things are this week in the world of Jump Rangers and in the world of Tennyson. And I don't have as much of a plan this week. We got a new family member. We got a new puppy named Gambit. Gambit, do you want to come say hi to stream? Gambit's heading back to Mama. Uh, Evan Ipiluni is going to be training a what kind of dog? No. What kind of dog is Gambit? What kind of doodle? A Bernedoodle. To do allergy detection, to do gluten detection. Doing good, Mr. Kane. Thank you very much. How are you? How's your morning going? Steve Kane says hi. I really need to get the chat posted in the window. It's going to be a thing that I do at some point, so that I don't actually have to read it, so that my comments are self-explanatory. So yeah, new puppy. Her name's Gambit because she's black and white, and Ibuluni plays chess. Oh, there's an Instagram. What's the Instagram? Gambit Bernadoodle. All one word? Yep. Gambit Bernadoodle on Instagram if anybody wants to know. So that's the story there. Gambit's going to be learning how to be a working dog, but that's going to take about a year and a half, 2 years. Um, we're starting with the basics. So that's exciting. Ibuluni's exhausted. Got about 2 hours of sleep. Do they charge things with kinetic energy when they touch things, though? Well, Gambit is very fuzzy, so it's possible. But so far, I haven't gotten any. I haven't gotten any static discharge from Gambit. It seems likely under the right weather conditions, but we have not been experiencing those weather conditions. So more as this develops. It's an X-Men joke. I see. Also, a physics joke. I mean, the X-Men is largely made of physics jokes. So, but I haven't seen X-Men '97. If it's specifically a quote from X-Men '97, I haven't watched the show just yet. Since that is Gambit's mutant ability, I see. No, Gambit is called Gambit because of Queen's Gambit. Ippy Looney says the chess move, not the show. so, so that's big news in the house. Um, do you want to hop on stream and share some news? Okay, all right. That's okay. It's all right. It's true. It's true. There's a lot of stuff going on in the home. Ippy Looney has recent. I'll be right back to find out who is giving me a headache. Yeah, please do. Take care of your bean. So the other big personal news is that Ippy Looney um, has recently discovered that they have what's called gluten ataxia, which is a symptom of celiac, whereby the autoimmune system will attack one's brain and optic nerves and spinal nerve and other nervous systems, as opposed to just the digestive system. And a lot of the things that Ipiluni has been dealing with, from the MS symptoms to the blindness, are very likely symptoms attached to gluten ataxia. So one thing that Ipiluni's been doing is getting much, much, much more strict about getting the gluten out of the diet, and we've already noticed significant gains in the vision department, um, as well as energy-wise, cognitive-wise. There's been huge changes. So a part of the reason why Gambit is here is to learn how to sniff out gluten and make sure that Ibuluni doesn't eat any, because it turns out that the gluten is causing brain damage. Not all of the damage is going to be reversible, because it's damage. It depends on how, to what extent the immune system has chewed up the brain versus is chewing up the brain. How much of it is inflammation versus how much of it is damage. But um, but the damage to the optic nerve seems to be improving at the very least, which is very exciting. So Ipiluni could be uh, legally a seeing person once again. We don't know exactly how far this can go. Fingers crossed for driving. Ipiluni loves driving. And I guess that's pretty much all my personal news. Um, when it comes to work, I would say it's been a challenging couple of weeks. I've had a couple of clients in a row, and I've ghost written 2 screenplays in the last 30 days. Um, both of them are for clients that I respect and appreciate quite a bit. Um, uh, where was I going with that? Who cares? I haven't been on stream a lot, um, because I've been pumping out screenplays. One of the things that I did want to talk about today is that I do watch a lot of pirate software videos, and one of the things that Thor from Pirate Software espouses, and this is something that I'm taking to heart, is that to succeed on Twitch, you need to stream 3 times a week, which I do typically, and you need to stream 4 hours per stream, which I certainly do not. And Thor says if you're working those numbers, you're going to fail upwards, you're going to succeed. So if I want these streams to be successful, I need to be streaming for 4 hours a day. If I want the Star Citizen streams to be successful, I need to stream for 4 hours a day when I stream 3 times a day, 3 times a week. So, so something I'm thinking about now is how to get the streams out to 4 hours. I just might not be able to do that with Star Citizen. It just might not be feasible to invest that kind of time. But with Jump Rangers, what I think would be smart would be to start this stream and just carry it over into the rookie stream. Just take like a 10-minute break or something along those lines. Come right back with the rookies. I think that that would be very doable. I think it would be constructive. Um, and then I have the Ranger Story stream, which could be spent working on the book. And why not? Why shouldn't I? And I have the I have the I should get the mission files started up again, because it was a great opportunity to generate content for the Patreon. I need to be streaming anyway. There's no reason not to do it. and I think it would be enriching. I have an opportunity with the Ranger Story stream to finish updating all the other data decks to Rangers 2.0 before I jump into the editing of the novel, but I think it's a good idea. And that's kind of where my head's at right now with that. I think it's a solid plan of attack, and it's a good way to start building an audience. If there's a good chance that I could get this rolling, get Jump Rangers on its feet. The other thing I would probably do with Rangers Roost is postpone it to noon as opposed to 10, because it's going to be 4 hours if I start at noon and then roll into the gameplay. So that's something to think about. And then if I was going to stream Star Citizen, I would stream it Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Friday mornings from 10 to 2. But that's a big chunk of time. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'd like to play Star Citizen for 4 hours in a row. That'd be nice. So it's something I'm going to think about. But it's not going to happen this week because there's work to be done this week. So, and we have a new puppy. There's a lot of different attention sinks right now. But we might be seeing some schedule changes in how Rangers Roost works and everything works coming up next week. We'll find out as the situation develops. What else is there to talk about? What else is there to talk about? I'm back. Still no idea what it was, but I have the window open and my door closed to try to air things out. So it's a scent rather than a noise. I take it. It's a fume. You're being infumed. My first concern with that kind of thing is there an electronic device burning? That's always my first thought is something cooking that shouldn't be. I worked in stage electrics for quite some time, and the first person to ever take me on a concert um, made the case that the key to understanding electronics is that they work on smoke, and as long as you keep the smoke in the electronics, everything's fine. Just don't let the smoke out. Just don't let the smoke out. So that's kind of the gist. Um, I'm going to be trying to extend both the Jump Rangers and the Star Citizen streams to 4 hours apiece in order to make the most of my Twitch efforts. And I'm going to take a step back and look at my streaming schedule to make sure that that's feasible. I have to compromise. I'm going to compromise on the Star Citizen streams, of course, because Jump Rangers needs to happen. I think, as I'm talking it through, I think the Rangers Roost stream, well, yes, it is. And at the same time, um, I watched Thor Pirate Software, and Thor says, and Thor's definitely an expert on the subject. Thor understands the Twitch algorithm and everything else. If you stream for 4 hours, 3 times a week, yeah. We do also have Saturday, so that's something to consider. And maybe the thing to do on Saturday is to start streaming and go into the gameplay as like I'm talking about doing on Mondays. Yeah, I tend to have pretty short streams, and when it comes to Jump Rangers, I think I definitely want to build more followers than I have been. So it's important that I get Jump Rangers streaming working correctly. That's certainly important. As far as as far as the as far as the Star Citizen stuff is not as important, obviously. But you know, no, I can do. Steve Kane says for anybody who's watching, just don't burn yourself out and push yourself too much. If I'm gonna do Twitch, I want to do it successfully. And if 4 hour streams is what it's going to take, then that's what it's going to take. Getting Jump Rangers out there is the top priority for sure. And and obviously playing Star Citizen is just something I do for fun. So um, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Uh, it seems worth it. It seems worth it to rethink how the Jump Rangers streaming works. So when it comes to Jump Rangers, I think the plan is going to be to bump the Rangers Roost the stream to noon, and then on Mondays um, I'll carry that through to the rookies, and just take like a 10-minute break and switch the stream over, or a half an hour break is more likely what it'll be, and then from there, I'm gonna take a look at when I'm streaming in the evenings. I should probably take one of my streams and move it over to Saturday. I think that's a good idea. And then we'll see how the Star Citizen stuff fares with all that. But I will update my streaming schedule on the Patreon. I'm also thinking about switching Patreon to Itch.io. Not Itch.io. What's the other one? Ko-fi. Coffee. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I will, at some point this week, take a look and assess and spread the word on social media and, of course, on Discord. So that's how that's going to go. And I don't know. I don't know. Do you have any questions? Anything you want to talk about, Mr. Kane? I'm seeing some weird artifacting on this camera. I think I need to replace this camera. Not offhand. Headaches. Yeah, I can understand that. Well, my recommendation, Mr. Kane, is to step outside, get some fresh air, and see if it helps. See if the smell is coming from outside or inside. That's the first thing you need to know. Is this an environmental issue or is this a house issue? Um, so if the fresh air clears your brain up instead of making it worse, then you know something's in your house that's making your brain fog. I think I already did that, which is why I opened the window and closed the door. Okay, good. Good. Very good. All right. Well, I hope you figure it out. Please, if you notice it getting any worse, obviously, please get out of the house. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear about, you know. I don't want to, I don't want I don't want you to, I want you to stay safe is what I'm trying to say. I want you to go and get help and make sure that your house is safe for you to be in, please. Because um, we don't need the alternative. So if it's not clearing up, and I can't imagine, of course I have no idea what it is, but I think it's a really good idea for you to call emergency services of some kind if the problem persists. Okay. And in the meantime, please make sure to ventilate yourself well. Um, I already did that, which is why, yeah, I already said that. I myself am a little foggy. So this is probably where I should close the stream off and say good day. Please take care of yourself, Steve. Please be careful. And I'm going to put together a new streaming schedule for next week. That's going to be part of my homework. So I'm going to write it in my little book right now. Matter of fact. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The puppy does seem to be going very well. Have a great week, and I will catch you later. Take care.